You are now tuned into a brand new episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K Sap. Well, today, man, we got to revisit a story that we've been covering on Jason Lloyd and Jay Crawford. And did a couple stories about Jason Lloyd on how, he just hates Shedeur Sanders, borderline racist. We also produced a show where GBUSH from the barbershop was on UCSS and he cooked Jason Lloyd for his diabolical take on Shedeur Sanders. But now we got to revisit it again today on UCSS. GBUSH just basically ended Jason Lloyd's whole career. And we're going to talk about it right after this. Well, guys, man, our man GBUSH is at it again. He basically threw shots at Jason Lloyd, exposed him once again on UCSS. And today, listening to UCSS, basically, GBUSH just probably put an end to Jason Lloyd's career talking football when it comes to Shedeur Sanders. We've heard everything that Jason Lloyd has to say about Shedeur Sanders. Basically, the disdain, hate he has for him, the borderline racist remarks and things like that. And it's something about Jason Lloyd where when it comes to black quarterbacks, he is really stern on his opinions and he don't think there's no place in Cleveland for them. And GBUSH basically used every analogy that Jason Lloyd said about Shedeur Sanders a week ago. He used that right back against him on his performance against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And basically, he just really exposed him to the third degree, or basically saying, man, you don't know football. You just basically don't like the black quarterbacks. And it got bad today for Jason Lloyd. And Jay Crawford, you couldn't help him out because Jay Crawford, if you really listen to what Jay Crawford said, if you go back and look at the show, Jay Crawford, he tried to switch sides and really be on a Shedeur Sanders side. But we're not going to let that happen. The focus is on Jason Lloyd. So I'm going to let y'all guys listen to what GBUSH said, how he used everything against Jason Lloyd when Jason Lloyd gave his soliloquy about Shedeur Sanders last week when he said that Shedeur Sanders is the worst quarterback in the modern day era of the century, worse than Jamarcus Russell. He said people in the building tell him that he can't make throws. He don't know how to flip protections. He don't know how to do this. He don't know how to do that. He don't know how to read. He don't know when it's hot. He don't know how to read a NFL defense. And GBUSH used everything against him that he said when you sit there and watch the performance that Shedeur Sanders displayed against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And GBUSH, he gave it to him, man. So I'm going to sit here and let y'all listen to what GBUSH had to say. And GBUSH came in hot. And basically, if you saw the show and you saw Jason Lloyd's reaction when everybody started putting these numbers together, saying these things about the black quarterback, if you saw it live, you will see the reaction of Jason Lloyd. But we're going to play the audio version of it, but we're going to get right off into it. Let's take a listen.
You got to pardon me. I've been listening to Young Jeezy all morning. Thug Motivation 101. This is more than words. This is more than raps. This is the street.
I am the trap.
Standing ovation. You already know my slogan, man. You already know what my slogan is. We came alive in 25 and 26 we ain't gonna miss. So you already know. Don't pour me no Kool-Aid. Why do I need Kool-Aid? Where's the Kool-Aid Mafia at? We don't need nothing. We don't
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. listen, we gonna shut the chat down. I need all my ones. If you in the Kool-Aid Mafia and you got the wrist up, I need the ones. Let me just sit this on my lap as I talk. You see what it is.
Tuck yourself in, G.
Let's tuck myself in.
Just put it out, wear it as a bib for the whole show.
Let me wear it right here. I'm just want to wear it right here. Let me just tuck myself in like a
You should
child.
make a sweatshirt that has that.
Oh, I got all of them. Yeah, we already got them. They've already been moving.
That.
They already moving. Everything already moving. I'm telling you. Let me just tell y'all this as I tuck myself in warm. I am a Cleveland Browns fan. I don't have no other teams. I ain't got a fallback team. I ain't got a team in case they move. I like them. I ain't got a team that I can just pull up. I root for 3 teams: the Cam McKinley Bulldogs, the Ohio Bobcats, and the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, I thought you were a Buckeye fan too.
I can't root for them. I'm not gonna cry if the Buckeyes lose. I root for them because I got friends that played for them. But guess what? I'm gonna use your analogy.
I didn't know that.
I'm gonna use your analogy. Shout out to the Buckeyes. If the Buckeyes beat that team up north 13-6, we ain't crying about the way it looked. We're going to take that L. We're going to take them W's too. We're going to take all W's we get. The Pittsburgh Steelers, shout out to them. I respect what they do. I respect their organization. I respect Mike Tomlin. But let me just tell you something. If you want to measure how you want to get a culture started, you want to measure how you go about winning games, you get a bunch of young guys like they did today or yesterday, and you get them to go out there and play the way they did. I'm going to spoil a lot of y'all's stuff today. Y'all didn't even think I was coming with this. Didn't even understand it. Hey, Kevin Stefanski, come here and let me talk to you real quick.
With this.
No, hold on.
Not this part.
Not this part. Kevin Stefanski. Great job. What, G. Bush? Hold on. Stop.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Hold on, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. You know why I'm going to give him credit? See, this is what you can do. I don't gotta. If I don't believe Kevin Stefanski is a long-term answer, it don't matter. In football, you can give credit where credit is due. The Cleveland Browns came out there last night, yesterday, in a terrible game where he probably knows what his fate is, but his team played hard. He called timeout when he needed to call timeout. Carson Schlesinger was hobbling around and refused to come out of the game. Harold Fanning gave it what he could. He caught the touchdown pass, and they got the dub. You know what I saw? They didn't give up on him.
No, they played hard.
They played hard.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show y'all can give credit where credit is due. Mason Graham, we got on you all last week. We killed you all last week. Guess what? Game ball for you. Leader of the Kool-Aid Mafia. You played your tail off. You were sideline to sideline, moving around, getting it done. I like what I see from Mason Graham. And then finally with Shedeur Sanders, I'm going to show y'all how this really works.
Pay attention.
Shedeur Sanders had 2 throws that were inexcusable. Clip this for everybody that looks around here. Clip it so you can see it. CG Bush told him that interception that he threw across his body cannot happen. His dad knew it. He knew it. Stefanski knew it. Everybody in the stadium knew it. And you could see his face on the bench. He said, ooh, I want that one back. That was inexcusable. The second one was where he threw this ball. That was a turnover-worthy throw. When they almost jumped that route. They dropped it, though. They dropped it. The first interception, 68, we'll talk about you. You got to be like a drum all day. Listen, we're not going to talk about that. But let me tell you, them first two interception-worthy, turnover-worthy throws, there was that. But let me tell you what I did.
This is where he exposes Jason Lloyd.
I seen throws in the intermediate game plus 10 yards. Plus 10 yards, the Jerry Jeudy throws. I seen Cedric Tillman corner route. I seen Isaiah Bond deep over route. I seen him get to his third step, hit the progression. I seen him throw it between 2-3 windows. I seen him move in the protection. Tony Romo talked about it. Tony said, ooh, that's high-level quarterback play. I like what he did. That wasn't even really no route. He just threw it over there. I like what I seen from him. Shedeur Sanders is a rookie. But it's undeniable you see throws. That tantalizing thing you see, Jay, that's him making throws and plays and getting better each and every week. He took 2 sacks this game. Aaron Rodgers took 2 sacks for 8 yards. Shedeur Sanders was only for 2 yards. That means he's not running backwards. I saw him changing the protection, and I saw him doing it, and he's getting better each and every game. And the biggest thing we talk about, when we talked about it before, when he threw for 365 against the Tennessee Titans, we said, that's nice. We got to get the dub. The Pittsburgh Steelers came into this game and they could have clinched the division on your field. And the Cleveland Browns found a way to do what?
Take that win.
Get that
Is that
W.
really their 4th straight win against the Steelers in Cleveland?
6 and
It
7.
is.
4 straight, 6 and 7.
Now listen to what the guy
Jay, the
said.
last
I don't know
four,
why
by the
that
way.
caught me off guard yesterday when I heard that.
It shocked me too.
I had not realized
4
that we
straight.
have dominated them at home.
The last 4, Jay, quarterbacks to beat them at home in that stretch.
Yeah.
Shador, Jameis, DTR, Jacoby.
All black quarterbacks.
Makes it even better.
That's wild.
And by the
Jason
way,
Lyles
you got to
did
give
not
Stefanski
like
credit
that.
for that.
before they go, of course he showed enough. And listen, you think Jimmy has him and he's to own the Steelers? You think he wasn't coming away saying, look at my rookie quarterback and what he did and got me this win? We're going to take that and we're gonna build on it. Deshaun Watson will be on the roster. Listen, if he really want to put it out of contention, hey, Shador, if you really want to get him all the way out of here, go down to Cincinnati and beat the Bengals. We'll be talking about running backs.
Well, that would be a
Now, G. Bush, man, I'm telling you, G. Bush goes on UCSS and he cooks. Man, he had Jason Lloyd sitting there mesmerized, had him paralyzed on that couch, man. And when dude read that stat off at the end, that all 4 black quarterbacks won against Pittsburgh, Jason, you saw it in Jason Lloyd's face, man. So basically, everything that Jason Lloyd said about Shador Sanders, G. Bush just regurgitated everything back to him with the facts on everything Shador Sanders does that you said he couldn't do, that you heard people in the organization talking about he can't do this, and what he said was key. You heard Romo say that's high-level quarterback. The way he flipped the protection, he moved the guys in, and he audibled, and he got the first down. I mean, this is stuff that you can't make up. We appreciate G. Bush, man, for doing things that you're doing. But once again, he exposed Jason Lloyd. He basically just ended his football takes live on UCSS. I see everybody in the comment section. #salute. Y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about today's video. Oh, yeah, just in case I forgot. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. We're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.